Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I recently did a video on Jo Malone haul and this is kind of the second part of that. This is about the products I ended up returning. So let's start. The first product that I returned was a candle. This was the Wild Fig in Cassis. Now I was at first quite happy to get that one because probably it was the last one left. And unlike fig, I thought it would add freshness to the house. But when I smelled it, I really didn't like it. Now, fig is a hit or a miss for me, and I like fig fragrances initially, but something happens, and either towards the end of the day or by second or third day, I don't like them anymore. They turn stale, they turn bad. I don't know what happens. But I love the initial greenness and the freshness. And I also thought it might be ideal for summer, but then it just didn't go with the vibe of our house. Even in the warm weather, I prefer sweet florals or citrusy fragrances. This one was a bit too green, a bit too outdoorsy and too raw smelling. Maybe it had gotten stale because this was something that Jo Malone had quite some time back and then they discontinued the fragrance. So maybe the candle was also a stale one. I don't know what happened there. So I just ended up returning it. Now moving on to fragrances that I returned. The first one was Grapefruit. Now I was really looking forward to the Grapefruit fragrance. A lot of people were raving about it. But when I got it, to me, it smelled like a kitchen cleaning product. And it was so bad, I just couldn't handle it. I had to kind of wash it off, and which is really rare. I mean, most of the time I'm able to take the fragrance and just wait for it to go away. But for me to really want to wash something off, it really has to be quite obnoxious. And so I just had to return that one. The next one I ended up returning was Osmanthus Blossom. Now that is also, I believe, a release from this year. And in all honesty, it was actually quite nice. It was very refreshing, very cooling, and very pleasant actually. But it just didn't last that long at all. And I had already bought another very similar fragrance from Guerlain, the Bergamot Calabria. And so I didn't want two similar fragrances. And the performance of that one is much better than the one from Jo Malone, so I ended up returning it. But it is a really nice fragrance. I might get it in a smaller size later on. And the last one I ended up returning was Cardamom and Mimosa. Now this was just horrible from the first spray. It had just too much cardamom in it and it completely ruined Mimosa for me. And if you've watched my video of 3 notes and 3 perfumes, I had talked about Mimosa perfumes, and now that's the kind of mimosa I expect from a mimosa fragrance. This one was a bit too spiced up for me, and I don't really like cardamom as a note in perfumes. I anyway don't like spices in perfumes because I cook with spices. A lot of perfumers use spices in perfumes. I guess it's a bit exotic for them, and I'm okay as long as they're blended well and don't stand out too much. But for me, I'm always a bit wary of spicy notes in a perfume because that's what I use in everyday food, and I don't want to smell like food. And this was a blind purchase and it just didn't work out for me. And so I'll be returning it. And this one also came from Macy's and it came without a box. So I wasn't too happy about that either. If you've had similar experience shopping Jo Malone from Macy's, please do let me know in the comments below. So that was all, you guys. I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.